Hey, yo, what's up? It's the Kid Capri, man, shaking it up with Subfacts. That's right. Listen, man, this podcast is doing it, man. It's hosted by Matt and Mooney. Shout to Matt and Mooney, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. And y'all can listen to the Kid Capri on the Block Party on Sirius XM Fly every Saturday and Sunday from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Listen, it's Subfacts, all right? Subfacts doing it. KID out.
Hello and welcome to Subfacts. I'm your host, Matt. I'm here with my partner in crime, Mooney. What's up, Mooney?
What's up, dog?
Hey, long time no see.
Been a while, man. Been a long time.
I know, right? Okay, folks, this is episode 2. You know what I was thinking about it?
Why are you saying episode 2? You're ruining it.
I know. I'm giving away the secret, folks.
Why do you always give away the secrets?
It occurred to me that
the mind is you always say and then you kill it.
Well, in the last episode, I was like, everybody, let's pay it to get YouTube up. Get our YouTube up. And then they realized we're going to be wearing the same outfits.
Yeah, well, that's true.
And then I was like, might as well.
I would have brought a change of clothes. I'm a professional.
That's true. You were way more professional than me. So, So anyway, surprise.
Hey.
And so, folks, we're making room because we're going to take a couple weeks off, and so we just want to make sure that we've got content for everybody.
We do. We don't want to miss you, and we don't want to deprive anybody of Subfacts.
Yeah, there may be one week where there actually isn't a show, but anyway, we want to give you guys as much content as we possibly can.
We're content givers.
So we'll talk about a new content feature towards the end of the show.
Nice.
So hang in there, folks, to hear something new.
I like the Kid Capri bumper. I think he makes us, he makes me excited. It means
because he says we're doing it. I think
we're doing it.
It makes me feel like I'm doing it. It's like
doing it.
Yeah, it just makes me feel good. I feel like somebody has faith in me. You know what I mean? He's got that
He's
positive.
Like a coach.
Yeah. That's all I want somebody just to, you're doing it,
You're doing it.
And so, I like the Kid Capri. We don't play it enough, I don't think.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't want to overuse it. I like the enjoyment of hearing it every night, like the surprise.
Yeah, you know what I enjoy hearing?
What? Bacon! I'm with you.
Hey guys,
the sultry sounds of Brian.
What's up?
How are you?
What's up?
Good, man. How are you?
Awesome. I think we're gonna have a good show tonight.
We better.
Too.
We were discussing a lot of my favorite things. These
are a few of my favorite things.
All right.
Jets football, Asian women, sushi and fried rice.
That was actually pretty damn good.
Bringing something to the table.
That's good. That's a good start. We got to finish that song. We got to write the rest of the lyrics.
All right.
I like
first question, the warm-up. If you could create a new hybrid sport by combining 2 existing sports, which ones would you choose, and how would the new sport be played?
You know what? I don't know if it's a real sport, but one of our favorite movies from the 80s, Hot Dog. Remember they had
the Chinese downhill?
Not the Chinese downhill, but remember they played broom ball?
Yes.
So it was like hockey, but they had like
broom ball is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, broom ball. That was pretty cool.
That is a thing.
I like that.
Is that a real
That is a real
sport?
Thing. I mean, it's not it's not like a professional sport, but you can go play broom ball. You can go play broom ball. I think that doesn't count because that's already a thing.
Oh. Well, then I'd play broom ball and hockey.
Broom ball.
I would put them together.
It's tough, man. Like, I mean, what would I?
Well, then you got to go Chinese downhill then, because you could do sports and like karate or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but God,
or
man.
skiing and karate, if you know what I mean.
What would I do? Like,
I don't think they should be combined.
What if you did like ballroom dancing and bowling? Where you had to like.
I'll be honest with you. I thought basketball was stupid too. I
didn't mind basketball.
It wasn't a good.
I like Trey Parker and Matt Stone, but I mean the actual concept. I don't like mixing my foods. I don't like mixing my sports. I just
it would be. I mean, this is really weak, but like I would like instead of golf, everything, they got to get the ball in the hole. Why not have like golf and shooting, right? Where you have like target practice, where you got to hit targets with the golf balls. I think that would be pretty cool. So instead of you would get points
like
by the
golf?
number of, but not Topgolf is weak because you get points if you get it anywhere in the sphere. I'm saying like targets in the air, like
like clay pigeons type of
like
thing.
combine golf with darts, right?
Oh, okay.
Like there you go. I would combine golf with darts. So you'd have a big dartboard, and you got to like get the golf ball into a certain sector to score points.
Yeah.
But that you're actually shooting shots, and you got to aim, as opposed to making everything. You get lucky with a nice little roll, or maybe you get unlucky and hit a tree. This is no luck about it. You just hit a ball onto a golf dartboard.
I guess I'm such a purist in fashion. Like I would watch it for like 15 minutes and then I'd go to the real sport. You know what I mean?
That's true. I know. I'm just trying.
No, I know you're spitballing. You're
spitballing.
You're trying to go with it.
It's very tough.
I appreciate it, but it's not a good question.
Whoa!
I'm just
wow.
Just kidding. I love the warm-ups. Just jokes, Ed.
Just jokes, Ed.
All right. Well, you're gonna love this next question. Next question.
Great. Combine 3 sports.
If you were stranded on a deserted island and could only bring one of the following with you, which would you choose? Okay. Would you choose a hot woman who constantly insults you?
I already have that.
Or a coconut that provides you with a never-ending supply of a beverage of your choice?
B. I already have the first one.
I'm not going to like...
Well, in my mind, I think my wife is hot. So what I'm saying is
you don't want your wife. Don't bring sand to the beach.
No, I have a wife that insults me, so I already have it. Yeah. So why do I need? I already have it.
You married her. Till death do you part.
Exactly. That's my point.
So she's going to be. You need her on your island, is what you're saying.
I might as well choose the second one because she's probably going to be with me, and I already have it. Now I got both.
Well, I think you're by yourself. So you're either with her or you're with the drink of your choice.
Then I'm getting the drink. I'm still going drink of my choice. You kidding?
I'm not going to lie. I think women who insult me as hot as it is. So I'm taking the hot woman that insults me because my personality has to wear on you. Like no matter what, like every girl I've ever bed has pretty much insulted me way before that actually happened. So that's just par for the course, so I'll take the hot woman that's going to insult me. That's just round one.
Like, I don't mind her insulting me, but like, yeah, I guess, I mean,
yeah, like, no, it's like I said, eventually I'll wear them down eventually.
I don't know. That's a tough one for me,
and they'll hey, if I have to,
I mean, here's the thing. I wouldn't pass it. Like if you put both near me, I'm like, I can't pass up the hot Asian woman.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. What is your go-to food item to eat that always cheers you up when you're feeling down?
Oh, that's easy.
Everything on your board except for the Cool Ranch Doritos.
It's got to be one thing. What's your one thing? Like the top thing?
Oh, pizza. There's no question about it. If I'm having like a bad week or whatever, like I will always get pizza. Like Chinese food, like egg rolls are second, but pizza is easily the number one go-to.
So, as you know, I've been on this weight loss journey, folks. And every 3 weeks I go in and I weigh in. And at the end of that weigh-in, I kind of have a cheat day because I know I have 3 more weeks till my next weigh-in. So I have one cheat day. And I'm not going to lie, I almost always go to a donut route. Pizza has been every couple cheat days. Donuts have been pretty much the mainstay. So I guess I'd have to narrow it down to the donuts if I had to choose one.
But donut, I mean, pizzas, I don't know, man. It's just
like, I love pizza too, but like, you don't like pastries though. I think that's your thing. So it's hard to get into it because you don't see, like, ice cream is another one that I could eat. Like everything that's up there, I could just talk to me whatever day of the week, whatever time it is. And I'll convince myself, but I think donuts are those things I can never get tired of eating. Like I'd never
easily could get tired of donuts.
Like I can do like a dozen Dunkin', no problem.
Right.
Within a time limit. Give me 15 minutes, knock it out, done.
Yeah. I tell stories. I mean, they were surprised. I was like, something about buying donuts, and I was like, well, I've seen Matt actually tells stories about buying 2 dozen donuts so he could eat a dozen on the way to work.
That's true. And it's totally happened, folks.
They're like, no way. I said, yes. I said, it's true. It's happened.
Yeah. And then I go and I'll have 1 or 2, because you've seen how I do too. Because everybody goes at work, everybody just takes the 1 donut. And there's always like 6 left over throughout the day. I got to go to the bathroom, and then I'll grab one on the way back. And then, so I'll usually polish off the rest of those. So
like the one thing I could probably eat like donuts like that are egg rolls. I love egg rolls, like good egg rolls. So I could eat like tons of them.
Yeah.
Like Danny's egg rolls. Oh my God. Those shrimp egg rolls. I can eat 5, 6 of those. No problem.
Oh, the cheesesteak egg rolls.
Yeah.
I've taken the whole box of 8 down and then had like 3 or 4 on the way home. So yeah, those things are fantastic. But for me, it's donuts, definitely.
Bam.
Awesome.
Good questions.
Awesome.
Oh, who's that?
Hey, that's our girl.
That's Constance Wu.
Yeah, Constance Wu. We got her graph.
Nice.
Hello.
She's waving hi to you, Mooney.
Oh, I might talk about Constance Wu a little later.
She has the look of love in her eyes.
She does.
Boom. Speaking of love, this week, well, actually not this. Well, however you're listening to it, folks, at some point, we've passed Valentine's Day.
We did. It was Tuesday.
Well, depending on when people listen to the show, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I already let it out in the beginning of the show, so it doesn't matter anyway. So anyway, Valentine's Day. Did you
we could play this show first, technically.
We're not. Deal with it, folks. We're professionals here. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, apparently. 1 week late on Valentine's.
Yeah. So did you have a good Valentine's Day? Did you do anything?
Actually, it was okay, but we went to an Italian place. So we didn't have any plans. Like we didn't make any reservations ahead of time. So we went to an Italian place that we've gone to almost every year, twice a year. And I guess we haven't been in a year and they took crab meat out of her favorite dish. So she got this one dish that has seafood that's got like
inflation sucks.
Scallop, shrimp, or one other thing, and they took the crab meat out, and I was and she was amazing. As soon as it happened, she was in a bad mood, and I was like, "Oh, this sucks."
Yeah, so it's no bueno for you once that happens.
The what do you call it? I won't name the restaurant, but they used to have like alcohol. He used to be able to make mixed drinks. He has like 5-6 bottles of alcohol. Like he totally went downhill. And he doesn't have enough people. So it was, there was empty tables and we still waited.
Inflation is no good for a lot of these local little restaurants. That's terrible. In my case, it's weird. Like, I don't know what to do. Valentine's Day is, fortunately for me, my wife and I are both cheap. We're both very,
Yeah, apparently let's go to Germany to see a concert.
Well, that's different. That's an event. Powerwolf, son, sir.
I don't understand how you could say you're cheap and then you spend that kind of money.
I guess it depends on what it is you're cheap on, right? It's all relative. So it depends on
selectively cheap.
For listeners that didn't listen to the last show and are listening to this show, explain what you're talking about or referencing.
Oh yeah. So I found a new band called Powerwolf. They're huge in Europe, power metal. They're based out of Germany, from what I can tell, at least. And my wife is okay with going to see Powerwolf in Germany.
Unbelievable.
We should plan a trip around it. So that's what Mooney's referencing.
Dumb.
So
and then you say, "Oh, like we're cheap."
No, but I guess what I'm saying is we're cheap when it comes to like maybe getting each other gifts. Like, well, we have moments, right? So I never know how to play this. Like, I remember when we were first, dating or whatever. You know how girls always go, "Oh, I don't want anything," whatever.
Yeah,
and I'm always, and the first time I'm like, "Okay, you said no," and then when you don't, then they come back and they get upset and they get you something and you feel like a real schmuck.
Yeah.
So then I've also shot the moon where like they really don't do anything, and then I overdo it, and then I get yelled at for like overdoing
it. Feel like they didn't do anything.
So like I always have to look at my wife and go, are we not? Like, can we get it? Like, is it bigger than a bread box? Are we doing, what are we doing? The other thing that stinks is our anniversary is literally less than a month away. So then it's like, do you go big on Valentine's Day, but then cheap your anniversary?
I say you go big on the anniversary.
And that's what I think so too. So Valentine's Day has never really counted much. So I've been kind of like, fortunately, I think after this many years together, we got it down to a science where she was just like, look, I don't need a card. Don't need anything. I'd like some flowers for the house. Just buy me some flowers.
I did flowers.
And I'm like, okay, cool. And so she did. I didn't get that feeling like she missed out on anything. She was happy to get the flowers.
That's good.
So I think we did it right, but we didn't do anything. Like we didn't go to dinner. I've also been sick. So
yeah, I was
didn't really,
it's not
didn't really help. So Valentine's Day really didn't mean too much other than I did what I had to do, got the flowers, and we're good. But I personally hate Valentine's Day. It's a big crock. And
it is a big crock.
I hate everything.
A Hallmark holiday.
Yeah, it's downright stupid. But March 14th, I'll be happy.
There you go.
Boom. So anyway, with that being said, I think there's love in the air. And so
it took you a while to say that. So apparently it can't be that much in the air.
Yeah, I'm trying to work it. We're professionals here, sir.
Well, we got to act like it.
I know, right? So what we were going to do is we were thinking about, because it's Valentine's Day or was Valentine's Day, we're trying to think of like the top 5. We came up with doing the top 5 rom-coms.
We're going to do that now? Or
yeah, we're going to, we're front loading it. Why not?
All right.
We're going to switch things up a little bit.
People are going to tune out.
I think people want to hear some of the stuff that we do towards the end in the beginning.
People are going to tune out because this is big.
Because here's the thing, I'm not a big fan of rom-coms, so I don't go see everyone. You do, right. And so this is where you excel, sir.
Okay.
And so
can we do the mailbag first, at least?
You want to do the mailbag before we do the rom-coms?
Yes.
I do. How about this? I have another thing to talk about before we get to rom-coms.
Why don't we do mailbag, the other thing, and then we do rom-coms?
Okay, you want to make it.
I like this stuff at the end.
Okay.
Because then I'm going to get all excited, and then I feel like I'm already out of stuff, and then I got to do my Mooney's dugout. Cindy cheers me up a little bit, but
okay, fair enough. Let me talk about the next thing I was going to talk about. Then we'll do the mailbag. Okay. So the next thing is Allison Brie. Do you know who
is that?
Allison Brie.
I have a feeling you mentioned her before.
She's an actress. She was in Brian's favorite show, Community. She was also in the Glow show that was on Netflix, I think it was.
Okay.
She's been in some things.
All right.
Anyway, she's I think she's dating or married to the Franco that's not James. The other Franco?
Dave. She's married to Dave Franco.
Dave.
He's okay.
So
I like him.
what we found out about her this week is she enjoys being naked. And so
then why doesn't she just do a movie of her naked?
Apparently she likes streaking. She's a big fan of streaking. And so I guess recently she was in a London hotel and Dave was filming something, and she decided to just completely streak him because that's what she likes doing.
That is awesome.
So Allison Brie is my new hero of the week.
Oh my God, hero of the year.
Like, why can't I ever find a girl that likes streaking? I'm actually
that's like the whatever old school. Not every girl is as sexually enlightened as
yes. Well, no, it's funny. There was a girl, you never hear like many streaking things.
No, you don't.
When I was in my 20s, there was a girl that was going around like the Merrifield area, and she was like flashing people at like McDonald's and Burger Kings and
Love
stuff.
It.
Like she was just doing the open flashing. And I actually camped out. Like I kept going to the same establishment to see if I could see that.
And you never saw them?
No, I never saw it. But
sucks.
You always heard the stories and that kind of stuff. It was more Girls Gone Wild time. Like they don't have girls aren't wild anymore.
Yeah, that's because there's so many avenues for them to be wild.
Yeah, except for Allison Brie, she still likes to be wild.
I wonder if she has an OnlyFans.
Have you ever been on an OnlyFans?
I don't think she does. She's too big of a star to have an OnlyFans.
I don't think I don't understand OnlyFans, but I don't see how people
cost money.
I don't see how people can afford it because it's like it seems
it's not that expensive.
It's like $10 though, right?
No, it depends. Like some women are like $5. Some
but don't 10. You have to you pay like isn't it like a monthly subscription or something?
Right.
So that adds up.
No, I don't think OnlyFans costs money. No, to be a member of OnlyFans, you just got to sign up.
Oh.
What costs money is to
go into whatever the room.
Like if you like Cindy Starfall, she has an OnlyFans. You got to pay for it,
and it might be like $1 a month or something.
Yeah, but,
right, but
I guess my point
she's
is
a little more expensive, but there's some girls that are $3, $4, whatever.
Yeah, but that stuff adds up over. If you're just browsing, so that's why you got to go to the free.
You can't browse on OnlyFans.
That's what I'm saying. You got to go to the free sites because.
But there are free OnlyFans pages.
Oh.
But you have to be a member of OnlyFans, and then what happens is those free ones usually have a paid one, so they kind of hook you in, and then you pay for.
Yeah, they give you a little taste. That's OnlyFans just scares me because I'm like, to your point, I don't want to spend money. I'm cheap like that.
And here's my problem, and the reason I don't do it is it's like a casino. Like it's like saying, hey, go into the casino and don't gamble. I know if I go into OnlyFans, like as soon as I do one, then I'm going to do another, then I'm going to do another.
That's my concern.
I'm going to ring up $100 in monthly charges.
Yeah, that's my concern. And then how do you cancel them? You know what I mean? Like how quickly can you cancel them?
It's easy. It's pretty much you like unsubscribe.
Oh, okay. Because that kind of creeps me out. But hey, Allison Brie though, if she wants to be naked,
I wouldn't do it. Like it's way too tempting.
Yeah, I see a lot of people on TikTok and they always go, "Oh, come," and I'm like, "Oh, check it out." And then it's always an OnlyFans, and then I'm like, "I don't care about you that much. I really don't.
I'm not paying."
No. Now if Alanis was on OnlyFans, I would be there. Boom.
Okay.
Speaking of OnlyFans.
Oh wow,
that's weird.
Okay, folks, it's time for mailbag.
I don't know if they have women in their 80s on OnlyFans.
That's Brian's OnlyFans.
All right. So we have an email this week, and it's from Rob from Leesburg.
Oh,
and Rob's subject is subfactspodcast@gmail.com.
I appreciate that he does that. Gets the word out.
His email says, boys, last week in response to Brian's question, you talked about the one quality that you didn't like about each other. His question is, what is the one quality from each other that you would want to incorporate into yourself?
We did that.
Yeah.
No,
2 weeks before.
Well,
we did that.
Yeah, but there's a caveat. It's the one is the what quality did I like about you, but this is one that I would want from you.
Oh,
meaning if a quality that you have,
good
quality that you have
that
I would want myself.
Ooh, all right. I know you're not you're quote unquote, you're not the best, but you are really good at researching technologies. I wish I had your fervor for researching technologies and learning.
Fervor Beans.
What?
Fervor Beans.
I wish I had your excitement or willingness to learn new technologies.
Things. Okay, boom.
Like I wish I had that. Like I don't have that interest at all. I wish I could incorporate that. And you understand it too, right? So like I could look up Excel stuff and I understand it and I can do it. But like technology is hard. Like I really need to be shown it. Like here, you do this, and I need to be shown it a few times. I just can't read it and get it.
Yeah. I watch a lot of YouTube.
Yeah. I mean,
it's an algorithm.
And that's the other thing. Like I could watch a YouTube about how to, change the thing for my toilet, but I wouldn't be able to do it I wouldn't feel comfortable without someone there with me showing me.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. I get you. That's interesting. I would not have guessed. I think out of you, I think I would want your constitution. You're like, you don't get sick for anything. I've seen you eat crazy, weird things. You don't get sick.
Nope.
You don't have you haven't had any major diseases. You don't even get hungover. And I've seen I've seen you drink like no other, and you next day, hey brother. So like whatever it is that's inside your constitution, that's what I wish I had.
There you go. Boom.
Boom.
There you go, Rob.
Yeah, way to go.
All right. Thank you, Rob. Boom. Great email.
I know. Very insightful. Good. And once again, you can be like Rob and write us at subfactspodcast@gmail.com. Awesome. Okay. So I guess since you want to do top 5 rom-coms at the end of the show, we can do that.
No, we can do it. We can do it now. I just wanted to get out a couple of the things out of the way. We can end with dugout pass and world. Or let's get at world news out of the way.
Okay, weird news.
All right.
Okay, so anyway, weird situation. Yeah, I'm always looking for weird news. So this happened to be, there was a German ballet director.
What is with you in Germany?
I don't know. It just showed up. I had nothing to do with it. So anyway,
can you redo the algorithms on your TikToks and your Facebooks?
Somebody wants me to see German stuff.
Like you love you must click love on every German thing that comes across your thing.
I don't know. It just shows up.
You're like Germany.
Yep. Boom. Okay, so this German ballet director, he got fired for smearing dog feces in the face of one of his critics.
Whoa!
And the funny thing is, he was like apologizing, like he was going to get his job back, and it was like,
no.
Where do you ever think that it's okay
to smear dog poop?
Like I can say like, hey, this guy always gives me bad reviews. You know, somebody should punch him in the face, something like that. But you don't actually do it.
My God.
Where do you just get your dog ready to go and you then go to the person, smear it in their face, and then expect to like somehow salvage your career?
But how did he get it in his face? Did the guy say, okay, just smear it in my face? He didn't duck or dodge or?
No, apparently he kind of attacked him at like outside of one of the opera houses or something.
Oh, so
like
he wasn't looking and he just like, dog poop.
Yeah. But I'm just like, who does that?
That's gross.
Like, that's just, like who? And then like I said, if you do that,
you got to expect to be fired.
There's no way you're saving your job. Like
no,
you need to move to another country and assume nobody reads the papers, because that's just
come to the USA where that, you know, people will forget you in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. That's the move. And you could be the best ballet director in the USA. Just don't smear any dog poop in anybody's face.
But even if you did it here, like, you know, people forget. Like, that's the thing. People have short memories here.
Yeah, but I just thought that was crazy, because it's like, who does that?
I wouldn't want to pick up dog poop to smear on anybody.
And by the way, if somebody smears dog poop in your face, you have the right to kill them, I think. Like, I think you should have the right to just pull out a gun and shoot them, and then get off scot-free.
Yeah, right. In court, you just say, hey, smear dog poop on me.
Yeah. And then the judges go, hey, why are we even here?
Yeah.
You're free
Case
to
closed.
go.
You're free.
Yeah, absolutely. So, folks, don't listen to us. That's not true. But we think that should be. I realize that. I'm like, we should probably throw a caveat. We got it. Yeah, exactly. We are not lawyers, folks. So don't take anything we say as serious.
Although we do a law podcast.
That is, I know, right? We are not Perry Mason.
Nope. We are not.
Okay. So, would you like to tell us what the next topic is for the show?
I mean, well, in honor of Valentine's Day last week, we are going to pick our top 5 romantic comedies, which I adore and love.
Mooney sees every rom-com that comes out. I will say this, I don't typically seek them out. There are times when I've been either with a date or a wife or whoever, and I end up seeing them, and some I find enjoyable, but most of them I kind of find cheesy. So I don't really, I love
cheesy. I love cheesy. I love good endings. So
it's not typically for me, but I'm not going to lie. There are the ones that are on my list I do actually enjoy. So I'm not going to be that guy.
I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of the same ones.
I greatly enjoy them myself. So.
Oh, you do? You're like a big rom.
I do like them.
Golden Girls. Has Betty White been in a few rom-coms?
She has been in a couple rom-coms. It was the proposal with
boom.
Wasn't that was with what was the one with Sandra Bullock and
Ryan Reynolds?
Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. I said it 3 times now.
Yeah. He didn't like you. He's not listening. No,
well, you messed up the whole show order, so you know.
Oh, that's true. Oh, producer guy was taking it. Like, we actually worked on the show order, and you completely thrashed when you came in. And so, so because you messed up the show order.
Apparently we didn't really care about show order when we did rom-coms a week after Valentine's.
You got to do what you got to do. We can't do it all. I'm still sick. Okay. Just to keep tally, Brian and Mooney are both huge rom-com fans. I'm not.
All right.
Okay, so I'll let you go. How about you, Mooney? You go first, and Brian goes, and then I'll go. We'll just do that counterclockwise.
Maybe I'm gonna.
Are we going our fives and then our fours?
Yeah,
then our
5, 4,
three?
3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay, so let me put it in order here. Let's go 4, 3, 2.
Not prepared, sir?
No, I didn't put it in order because I didn't know if we were going in order. My number 5 is The Other End of the Line.
I have no idea what that is.
I've never heard of
Not
that
many people do. It's one of those smaller budget ones. It's about an Indian woman who works at a call center in India, and she basically works for a credit card company, like a bank. And she has this one client that's really rich in the United States, semi-rich in the United States, that keeps calling and like, hey, can you approve this? Hey, what's this charge? You know, he has like a rep that he works with.
Mm-hmm.
And she ends up like falling in love with him on the phone. And then like he has to go through one of these things and he ends up like, hey, why don't you come out here? Why don't we meet? Whatever. They meet, you know, and it's the whole like fall in love at first and it stops. But
I'll check that one out.
Yeah, it's fun.
Brian taking
it was like an 11 o'clock,
I wrote it
10
down.
o'clock at night. I'm sitting there going through, and I was like, you know what? I'm checking this out.
Boom. There you go. I won't be. I'm sorry. I'm not watching it.
All right.
Okay.
My number 5 is The Wedding Singer.
Ooh, really good.
That was
really good.
That was when I started to dump out on Adam Sandler movies.
Oh my God, that was so good. I love The Wedding
How do
Singer.
you not like Wedding Singer, especially the plane at the end of the movie where he sings a song? Like, you know, I'll even let you hold the remote control. Come on, dude.
No, I'm saying that was toward the end when I was kind of like, okay, like I dumped out officially at The Waterboy, but I mean, like The Wedding Singer was on its way down.
All right. I don't know why. I mean, that's a little, it's disappointing, but all right.
Okay, my number 5 is Forces of Nature, featuring Sandra Bullock and Ben Affleck, because Affleck can do no wrong.
No, that movie is awful.
I enjoyed it. They went to south of the border, and I thought that was awesome.
Awful.
I like
Are
Sandy.
you kidding me with that movie?
I like both of them.
You don't like The Wedding Singer? You don't like the Wedding Singer, but you like Forces
of Crap.
I saw it a few times. What do you want from me? I enjoyed it.
All right.
That would be in my worst 5 rom-com.
I'm not a big rom-com fan. I'm just saying Forces of Nature.
And you pick a Ben Affleck movie. Great.
Because Affleck can do no wrong.
He can.
Affleck might be in another one of my movies later on.
All right. Number 4, Some Kind of Wonderful.
That is a good one.
Eric Stoltz, Mary Stuart Masterson, Leah Thompson, who back in the day was gorgeous. Lots of back and forth. He ends up with a girl he loves at the end, but there are some really funny scenes in this movie, especially the party scene where one guy like protects him at the house. You know, it's one of those perfect 80s movies. It makes you feel good. It's just a heartwarming movie, and you know, I can't say enough. I love it. Some Kind of Wonderful.
Very good.
Boom. I like that movie. I forgot about it.
Follow along with the 80s movie theme. My number 4 is 16 Candles.
Oh,
is that really a rom-com?
It absolutely is. She like
100.
It's 100% a rom-com.
Okay, fair enough. I forgot about that too. I love 16 Candles. Yeah. I love both of those movies.
It. That's a rom-com for sure.
I don't consider them rom-coms, I guess.
Why?
I don't know.
It's all about her getting the boy, and she gets the boy in the end.
With the guy at the,
You're right. You're right. I guess I just didn't think of it. I'm
Long
sick.
Duck Dong.
I know. That's straight up comedy. Okay. Well, anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you could say comedy, but I say romantic comedy.
My number 4, I put. I actually just called an audible because it just occurred to me. Say Anything.
Very good. That's a good one.
Now you made up for yourself.
Yes.
You rebounded.
Good audible there. Say Anything is a classic. And I woke up the other day going, Joe lies when he cries.
No. I mean,
that'll never be me.
The dinner scene, the playing the radio. Like, I mean, come on.
But he's like, dude, Joe, she's written 56 songs and it's all about you. I had a friend that did that. There was a girl that like jilted him, and he literally wrote a bunch of songs. Like, I think he wrote like 12 songs all about her.
Wow.
And it was like, oh my God, if I have to hear another song about this girl again, but it just reminded me of Joe Lies. So it's stuck in my head.
That's a solid flick.
Oh, Say Anything's fantastic.
Yeah.
Boom.
I love it. All right. Number 3, of course, I have to have this on my list. Of course. Crazy Rich Asians.
Still don't get it.
I liked it.
The Hot Women, it's got Constance Wu. It's got my all-time fave, Gemma Chan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, how do I not put that in there? And then a bunch of other hot little Asian women throughout the movie.
Is Aquafina hot?
But she's attractive, but she's not. I mean, there's other women that are hot in the movie. And then she gets the mother's ring at the end. Like, it literally is one of the most, like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that happened. Love it.
So we were talking about this before, and I think you were telling me that it's because I don't have an Asian relative or an Asian something that makes it funnier for me, because I wanted to love it, and I saw it, and I bought it because I was like, bought it and I ended up watching it. So I own it, and I've watched it one time. I just didn't get it, but I think it's because I don't have an Asian. I
don't know if that one is one where you have to have the Asian, but because that one, I just don't. You might not have that like feeling in your body, like the mother hates her.
I am emotionless, so
that's exactly. The mother hates her. Then she wins. He's like, hey, look, I'm going to pick her over you.
Mm-hmm.
But God, just so many things in that movie.
Boom. Brian.
All right. My number 3 is Better Off Dead.
Awesome.
Is that a romantic?
Yes, of course.
I guess I'm having a hard time with comedy versus romantic comedy.
It's comedy that's romantic, and
it's Better Off Dead is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Remember, he makes her the whole dinner at the restaurant, and they date.
That on there then.
But I just throw that as normal comedy. No. I don't look at, like, when I think of rom-com, I'm thinking of like Hallmark kind of movie. I know
what you're saying.
Like
my
the
movies I'm mentioning.
Yeah, and my whole list is that. Whereas Brian's like pulling my favorite movies of all time, but I think those are more just comedy, 80s comedy.
Well, for example, this was one of my honorable mentions, but you could say John Wick is a romantic comedy. Like, because
you could.
Well, yeah, because he's got.
It's not funny. It's not meant to be a comedy. It's an action.
But I laughed in it. I laughed at certain scenes.
Yeah. Well,
he's got Bridget Moynihan. He's got his dog. They kill his dog, and he avenges.
That is definitely not a romantic comedy.
I think
that's a stretch, but okay. So
what's your number 2?
It's a wide net.
Or what's your number 3, Matt?
My number 3 is Notting Hill. I love the British movie. I love the Hugh Grant.
Good.
I love the.
It's good.
I love the.
I'm just not a British fan, so it's for me. It's just good.
Notting Hill's by the dude who did Love Actually and stuff. So I love that whole thing.
Yeah,
that whole world. Boom.
Of course. Number 2 may surprise you because you may thought it would have been my number 1, but When Harry Met Sally. If you don't put this in your top 5, I don't know who you are, because it is the romantic comedy of romantic comedies. It is superb.
Yeah, it's okay.
I saw it once.
What? Yeah, same. Like
come on.
I have others.
It invented the romantic comedy. Romantic comedies exist because of that movie.
I'm not going to argue. Somebody just put out a list and it was the number 1, so I can't argue it. But what I'm saying is, for me, I saw it when I was young. I didn't care.
But when we were young, it wasn't as poignant. If you see it when you're older,
maybe if I watch it now, it'll be different. But at the time, I was bored.
All right.
It was just sort of like, I don't know.
All right.
It's got Bruno Kirby, Jamie Lee Curtis, Billy Crystal.
It's not helping me.
You don't like Bruno Kirby? I like Bruno Kirby.
He's kind of a weird dude. Like, I like him in some things, but Basketball Diaries, he is a little nuts.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
He played like the molesting basketball coach.
Well, why do we got to mention that? Jesus.
I'm just saying,
go
that's Bruno
Brian,
Kirby.
You're number 2.
My number 2 is The Princess Bride.
Awesome. That was an honorable mention for me. I love.
Once again, I thought it was a comedy.
No, it's all about
love.
The last 3 he mentioned.
like the whole point of that movie is true love.
Yeah.
I know, but I think it like I said, I'm just not thinking of rom-com as being that. I'm thinking Hallmark movies.
You're thinking boy meets girl. I mean,
Yeah,
boy loves girl. They break up, get back together.
It's like two people that shouldn't meet, meet suddenly, then they leave and find each other again.
You
Like
need to broaden your idea of what romantic comedies are.
I guess. Boom. Okay, so it's me, number 2.
Yep.
The only rom-com, in my opinion, that Kevin Smith did, Chasing Amy.
Awesome
That's
movie.
a great one.
Fantastic.
Yep, very good.
That is comedy and romance.
It is.
That is brilliant.
Yep, that's a good one.
100%. Chasing Amy is great. Jason.
Boom.
No, that's not Jason Lee. That's
Jason Lee.
Oh, it is Jason Lee.
Ben Affleck.
Jason Lee and Ben Affleck. Yeah. He was Ben Affleck.
And then
is in my
chicken, Joy Lauren Adams.
Ben Affleck is in 2 of my top 5.
2 of your top 5. Well,
I was worried you were going to say Jersey Girl.
I love Jersey Girl, but that's not romantic comedy because it's his daughter.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that would be weird.
Well,
my number 1.
Well, no,
A Walk. Go ahead.
It's a romantic comedy with Liv Tyler.
Yeah, but that's more about him raising his daughter. I think for most
the point of the movie. You're right.
Yeah, but like I love Jersey Girl too.
I did. Jersey Girl's horrible. That's why I was like trying to get rid of it. Jersey Girl's terrible.
I enjoyed it.
No, it's one of his worst.
So you're number 1, sir.
A Walk to Remember.
That's the Mandy Moore. Doesn't she have like cancer or something like that?
She has cancer, and he basically is like the cool kid, and she agrees to help him with like some class, and he's like, my only rule is don't fall in love with me, and he's like, yeah, that's no problem. And they spend time together, and then he eventually falls in love with her.
I'm not gonna lie, CDO, when we were roommates, we had nothing to do on like a Friday night or whatever. And of course we rented it and we're watching it. I think we both enjoyed it, but we're looking at each other like, what's wrong with us? We're like in our 20s dudes and we're watching A Walk to Remember.
Walk to Remember is great.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not better than my number 1.
I love it. Easy. I mean, I watch that every couple of years.
My number 1 is the best of all time.
No.
It is. It's 50 First Dates.
Okay.
50 First Dates. There's no better.
Oh, I hated that movie.
There's no better romantic comedy.
You mentioned 4 already. Come on, 50 First Dates.
It's so good.
No, it's not.
I got so annoyed by that movie.
I
did too.
It's so boring. It keeps going.
I watch it. I watch it all the time.
Drew Barrymore gets my nerves.
I love Drew Barrymore. A Fever Pitch is one of my my honorable mentions.
Oh God.
I love Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Never Been Kissed. Great
I'm not
movie.
gonna lie, my wife agrees with you, Brian. That's like literally one of her favorite movies. But I've seen it with her a few times, and I just.
I like Fever Pitch for the the funny aspect of it, but Drew, like Wedding Singer is good-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I like Wedding Singer a lot, but that's because of Adam Sandler and the funny scenes that are in it. Drew Barrymore annoys me. Like, I don't see how anyone finds her attractive at all.
I found her attractive in the Poison Ivy stage of her life, but no other time after. Like, she had a window, a very small window.
Very small.
I am a fan of Drew Barrymore romantic comedy movies.
You obviously are. You put 2 in there.
I know, right?
The third was the honorable mention. So.
Wow.
Oh my God.
And I could have put Never Been Kissed in there too. So.
Anybody who's
why don't you just put all Drew Barrymore movies?
I could be like Matt and do that.
I've already alluded to it, and everybody who knows me on the show knows him. What my number 1 movie about love actually is Love Actually. Number 1 movie rom-com of all time.
Oh,
it's the best.
It's not.
I watch it every year, multiple times.
So bad.
Love it.
So bad.
They could just make so many more of those, and I'll watch it every time.
And what made me hate it even worse is you said it was good. Someone we know said it was good and was like, and got it as a DVD thing. And I was like, you know what? Fine. I'll watch it.
I don't think you realize how huge it is. Like in England, especially.
I'm not in
Mooney,
England.
I'm with you. He's on Matt Island here. It's not a good movie.
Like I said, I enjoy. I love it.
We're not in England. Why do you love everything about other countries but our country?
I think
you love Canada, you love Germany, you love England, but like you're like, oh, this is just
every other movie I put other than Notting Hill was based in
oh my god
America. Like I said, Forces of Nature. They were at south of the border. Boom.
You want
to know my honorable mention?
Yes.
You're gonna love it. New Year's Eve.
No, that's awful.
Oh my
John Bon
gosh.
Jovi.
That's
That
so
is
solid.
bad, so bad.
That is a piece of
JBJ was
Next
in
thing
it.
you're going to say Valentine's Day, Mother's Day.
I actually do. Know what it is? Love Actually and New Year's Eve have that thing where it's multiple storylines.
Oh,
love that.
No.
Not multiverse.
No, stop right there.
Not multiverse.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
Totally different.
Multiple stories at once. Multiple verses going on at once.
I don't like it when the time frame changes.
Oh,
but
God.
if they're all working within the same time frame,
pick and choose. You're picking and choosing.
I can't deal it. Like I don't want to know. I don't want something to be in like 30 years from now and 30 years behind. I don't want any of that.
You suck.
Want like
you suck.
But if you're talking different stories, keeping the same normal time frame, I'm about that.
Nope, you suck. All right, I have a couple honorable mentions. Something Borrowed is awesome. If you haven't seen it, I would totally recommend.
Never heard of it.
And then Brooklyn is a classic. That's a great flick.
Is that the one with Sorcy?
Maybe it's a she's a Brooklyn girl, and it's about an Italian that meets
Irish girl, Sorcy Ronan. I think her name is.
It's really good.
Never saw it.
Yeah, Brooklyn. But yeah, those are my faves.
Boom. Brian, do you have any more honorable mentions?
No, I just had the Fever Pitch. That was my one honorable mention.
Oh, okay.
Right. So basically the Drew Barrymore show for Brian.
Yes. And
the English show for Matt.
Can you imagine if Drew Barrymore and Betty White did a
At
movie
least
together?
I had a nice array of movies here with different themes.
It is your wheelhouse. That is your wheelhouse. I didn't expect to come out on top on this one. This was not my wheelhouse. If it was Rock Docs or something like that, then
yes, it was.
Then I'd be there. But no, I expected this to be in your favor.
All right, that was good. I liked it.
Boom. Okay, folks, sticking with the theme of movies, this week, as you're listening to the show, the big movie is going to be Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear. That's the big movie of the week?
Based on a true story about a bear. Well, part of it's true.
It's a true story.
It's based on a true story. So this literally did happen where a bear came across a bunch of cocaine that got ditched and did the cocaine and kind of went crazy a little bit, but there's nothing beyond that to tell. This story is kind of, Elizabeth Banks directed it, and it's based on...
Oh, I like Elizabeth Banks.
So it's based on what could the bear have done while high on cocaine.
All right.
So, it's obviously, it's just one of those outlandish movies. They get the joke, where
I've seen coming attractions. I won't see it in the theater. It's not worth a movie.
Yeah,
ticket price.
it looks kind of dumb, but it could also be kind of funny too. But,
right, it's Sharknado-ish.
Yeah, but I would wait till it gets on.
Right, I'll watch it at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night, or
if it's streaming or something like that. I don't think I'm rushing to the theater for it, but I do find it to be somewhat interesting. I don't know if Ray Liotta's in it. I think it might be his last movie. Yeah. So it's kind of weird.
Cool in it.
It's kind of weird when you go out and your last movie is Cocaine Bear.
Well, I mean, he would have been in anything.
Yeah, but
at the end of his rope, man.
Yeah, but anyway, that one is kind of the movie. It's the main movie that's coming out that week.
What about Marlowe, dude?
Marlowe is not coming out the week that
it is. It's coming out this week.
No, we're talking about the next week.
Oh,
yeah,
got it.
That's what. See, we alluded.
We didn't.
We're in a multiverse, folks.
Yeah, we didn't mention Marlo yesterday.
No,
today, whatever.
We didn't. Would you like to talk about Marlo?
No. I mean, it's Liam Neeson's, which is really cool.
True. Yeah, but it's like, I don't know.
And there is some fighting, and I watched it coming attraction.
He's playing Philip Marlowe, like the old school detective. I'm not gonna lie, that whole like 1930s detective thing, it doesn't work for me.
It is Liam Neeson's.
It's Liam Neeson's, and I do appreciate that. But outside of this one, doesn't look good to me. It looks like I just don't get into that 1930s Dick Tracy like detective type of thing. So that's why I didn't kind of highlight it on there. But
okay, fair enough.
But I do love Liam Neeson's. I would, if I had the choice, I'd see Cocaine Bear. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I would too.
Reality is, nobody's putting anything up this week because Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania is still going to be.
I mean, I'm looking at movie times.
It's still going to be rolling in the dough.
Yeah, Ant-Man is like 90% of the theater times.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the movie of the week.
Boom.
So Backstage Pass for this week, we have 2 albums coming out. We have Godsmack has an album called Lighting Up the Sky. And it might actually be their last album because...
Why? Are they breaking up?
Well, Sully has basically come to... Like, I read an article and he was basically saying that it's most likely their last because it's the best work he thinks... everybody says it's their best work, right?
Right.
But then they've also gotten to a point where they're like becoming a legacy act. Nobody wants to hear your new stuff. You got enough old songs to play that you have to play in concert. So why, if you're only going to play 14 songs in show or whatever it is, and you got most of them already, what's the point of putting out new stuff? It's time consuming, costs a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. So he says this now, and it's only because he's releasing an album. Who knows? Maybe they'll have a couple more, but he's saying it might be their last.
Well, I mean, if it's a really good album, go out on top. You know.
And I will say Godsmack puts on a good show. So if you ever get a chance,
I would never see them.
Oh well, they put on a good show. They got their name. It's the name of an Alice in Chains song.
Oh, that's cool. They paid homage to Alice.
They paid homage, yes. Anyway, then the next up is my favorite Goofy band, Steel Panther. Steel Panther is hilarious. They take one of my favorite genres, the hair metal genre, and they make all kinds of comedy spoof songs. So they have a song. The new album is called On the Prowl. Once again, Steel Panther is very talented. Actually, if you go see them live,
but they're like is it like Weird Al type stuff?
It's not. They don't take the other songs. They write legitimate songs, okay. But they're all goofy in nature.
Okay, got it.
But it's basically sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You would have so much fun. Like,
okay, see that I could probably do.
They're a fun band to see live. Like they'll play, and they do play like Van Halen songs.
I like the name of the band.
They play like Van Halen songs. They'll play some Bon Jovi and all, but they'll also do their main stuff.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
I'll have to YouTube them.
You would love Steel Panther.
All right.
Very inappropriate comedy, I would say.
Okay. Cool.
But good stuff. So Steel Panther, exciting to see that one.
Nice. All right. I'm excited.
The other thing I wanted to highlight is, folks, we need you to write in subfactspodcast@gmail.com. Mooney and I are going to start a new venture on YouTube to try to, kind of boost our show numbers and all that kind of good stuff. And one of the biggest trends in YouTube is reaction videos. And as you guys who listen to the show know that I like to talk music a lot and Mooney does not.
No, I don't.
And so
in
efforts to try to bring
expand
him up,
my horizons.
Exactly. I think we're going to do some Mooney reaction videos.
So I'm not on all music.
Exactly. So we're gonna break you in a little bit. Right. We're gonna give you some.
Beat the neighbors.
Yeah. So we're gonna create some reaction videos, and so I've got a decent amount that I've kind of tucked aside, but I think it would be better if you guys would actually write in.
I'm excited.
subfactspodcast@gmail.com and let us know which songs you think Mooney should hear.
Boom.
And because if quite frankly, if it's not Bare Naked Ladies or Billy Joel, he probably hasn't heard it.
Yeah, or anything. Sorry, let's preface this. If it's popular before 1995, I heard it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's in the hair metal, like, what 80s pop music, if it's
nobody's gonna say like play the Bangles for him,
right?
But something, you guys know what we're talking about, and I'll give you an example. Smorgy wrote in a while ago and basically said that Mooney would like Ice Nine Kills. I know he's never listened to Ice Nine Kills,
and that would
so we'll break him into some Ice Nine Kills on behalf of Smorgy.
Like, you wouldn't do Run DMC because I've heard of them and I know what they do.
Yeah, no, probably not. I think it's going to be some things that are a little on the fringe.
Yeah, you got to get fringe stuff. And by the way, anything after 2000, I haven't heard.
But I'll give you an example. Like how much Godsmack have you heard?
0.
So that would be something that we could go with, because I think would actually enjoy Godsmack.
I'm not sure about that.
I think you would.
But I can't name a single Godsmack song. I would never recognize a Godsmack song. So
yeah. So anyway, it's going to be fun, folks. So write in at subfactspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you think Mooney should listen to, and we'll test it out.
There you go.
We'll see.
You got
happens.
your orders. Follow them, people. Follow them.
Boom. And I think to close out the show.
This is Cindy Starfall, and it's time for Mooney's Dugout. Love you, Mooney.
Boom.
Cindy, love her.
The show is full of love. It's Asian love show.
Asian
for you.
All right. I don't have like really anything for today, but like one story I saw on TikTok, which I thought was really cool and ended up being a sports story. There's a guy named Barry Breman. And I guess in around 1979, 1980, he was like an imposter. And he's like one of the most famous like sports imposters of all time. So like he got on in 1979, which is like big year. He got onto the Kansas City Kings court wearing a Kansas City Kings uniform. So he was like practicing with them. And one of the players I've been on this team for like 2 years. I have no idea who you are. He got on the New York Yankees field with the New York Yankees in a uniform. Same thing with the New York Mets. He got on as a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader.
Wow.
He dressed up as a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader and got like in line with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
I've got pictures up if you want to see.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh.
He was at the US Open. And yeah, so
he looks like he could fill in for Paul Stanley and Kiss too.
Like there's other things he did, but like he was actually on there for like a little bit, talking with coaches, talking with other players, and they're like, "You are a complete fraud," and then like kicked him out.
That is fantastic.
Like, how do you do that? Like,
you know what it is it's a level of
nuts to do that.
It's just a sheer level of confidence.
Yes,
it's a sheer level of just.
Oh, and he played a referee. That's right. He got on like. And I think they caught on before they actually started refereeing.
Because if you just walk, you could like, I find this out too. If you just have a level of confidence, I've seen people like walk into music venues drunk, but like there's the confidence, right? Where like they don't even present a ticket to where they just walk right in and people let them go. And I'm like,
I've seen that where they'll come in like carrying like a ladder. Because like who stops people? Like you assume if somebody's carrying a ladder, you assume they work there or they're doing something. So they'll like
if you wear like a staff jacket, right? You can buy one of those.
These guys didn't even do that. They would just like carry a ladder, and like two of them would carry one every ladder each, and they would.
You gotta have that confidence that we'll never have.
There you go. You know what we want to do? If we want to go to the Bruce Springsteen, instead of paying $400, we'll just buy staff shirts and carry a ladder.
Yeah, like I think that's pretty much as easy as that. Like it's so many things that you think are as organized.
We could say, "Oh, we're with Shekel."
Yeah,
what is
Shecky Finkelstein? We're the agent.
Finkelstein.
And so
he's like, "Who's that?"
Because I saw there's another guy on TikTok who tells these like amazing stories, and he's like a random dude, but it's like he'll tell stories on like how he met Panther or how he met whomever. And it's always like he just either walked up to the tour bus and walked in, or he just walked. and he's nobody. Like he has no reason to ever be there.
But he just gets on.
But he has the
Who
confidence.
Yeah.
He has the confidence of like
who could
1,000 men.
BK could pull it off.
Oh, he is totally that guy.
He could 100% do it.
He's the only person I know that could pull that off.
Right.
There's a level of Ferris Bueller, right, that can pull that off, but like normal mere mortals can't. Like we just don't, because you always, even if we had the staff shirts and the ladders, we'd be like,
are we being watched? Like BK would get stopped maybe, but he was like, what are you talking about, dude? And like he would pull the whole like, I know Bill Gladstone, if you want, here's his phone number right here, you can call him. And
he'd get in instantly, but nor us normal folk would not. But I'm in awe of these people, and I think like it's Catch Me If You Can.
I love that movie. That was
and so is that a rom-com, Brian?
No, it is not.
Dated some people, but anyway.
Wow, he's on your case today, Brian.
That wasn't the point of the movie.
Okay, I'm just saying.
But if Drew Barrymore was one of the tellers, and then it would be right.
Yes. But no, that's awesome. I love those things.
Me too. I thought it was a cool story, and then that's why I was like, oh, it's sports related. I'll bring it up.
Yeah, boom. I think it's a good one, and it's a great way to end our show this week.
Yes, it is. But you know who's not an imposter? All music.
Stealing my line.
All tech support for Subfacts is provided by our friend Andy at the Creative Underground. He runs the state-of-the-art production studio in Leesburg, Virginia. You can find out more by going to his website, but that's not all, folks. He does video live stream events. He does youth sports, corporate events, weddings, concerts, pro karaoke, and he's the best and brightest audio, video, and tech guy you'll find out there. Go to his website, www.creativeunderground.co,
not .com.
Bam.
Boom. Up next, Big Ben from KStreetPhotographyDC.com. Ben's an award-winning image builder and FAA certified pilot of drones. KStreetPhotographyDC.com specializes in commercial real estate marketing, business headshots, corporate events, team imaging, drone cinematography, and all kinds of good stuff. Once again, when you think of pictures, you think of Ben from KStreetPhotographyDC.com.
Boom. And we mentioned him as one of those guys who could get in anywhere. But what he is the best at, I'm telling you, the weather is nice. You got to get over to him. You got to make a call so you can get in before spring hits. It's Big Dog Auto Detailing. They will make any vehicle you drive or own look like brand spanking new inside and out. And it's just perfect. I'm telling you, call him now. Get on the list. Big Dog Auto Detailing. Tell him Subfax sent you. 571-233-8716.
And more importantly, if you want to learn about us, get our merch, go to Subfacts
Summer's
Podcast.
Coming. You got to get the towels now.
Yep. subfactspodcast.com. Definitely write in. We've given you so many things to write in, folks.
We have.
I really want to hear what you think Mooney needs to listen to. So write us at subfactspodcast@gmail.com. We will take all answers.
And recommendations.
And those of you who are new to our show, make sure you like and subscribe wherever you're listening, whether it be Spotify, iHeartRadio,
Stitcher,
Pandora,
Apple Podcast,
all of the above.
We want people to go to YouTube, though.
Yes,
YouTube,
I want to really hype up our YouTube listenership. With that being said, I think we've said it all. I think we're good.
All right.
So everybody,
until next time,
stay safe, and we will see you at a later date. Boom.
There you go.